This is a question that's top of mind for a lot of folks right now. We are fully aware of some intermittent problems that are occurring with matchmaking for Big Team Battle. So if you're running into some of those problems, we apologize. We do have some folks working on that actively right now. Expect some additional mitigations to probably roll out later today, but please know that we are working on that. We are aware there is some weirdness going on there. We don't have a direct line of sight yet on a resolution, but it's top of the priority list right now for our folks working in our war room and our engineering and services team. So please stay tuned to @Halo Support on Twitter. It's your best way to get regular updates on issues and outages and things of that nature. I did want to just also call out, we've heard the feedback. We definitely know that there's a group of folks out there who would love to have more ranked playlist experiences as well. In particular, things like SWAT or FFA, there's been some desire there. Please make those ranked. We do have, just, Jerry, you mentioned just sort of looking at our capabilities and our tooling and our systems. There are more complexities of ranked, and that's just not something that we're able to bring to bear as quickly as social. So,
but we are looking at it.
For sure. So I want to make sure folks know that we've heard that feedback. Yep. We just have to it's just always like, what can we do right now to kind of make maximum impact, and then what's going to take a little more time. So we will have more to share on that front, but I did want folks to know it's not like it was an oversight or we ignored that feedback. We just, right now, the way the systems work, they're not quite the same paths to make those content updates. So ranks is going to take a little bit longer. So let's also talk about events briefly, because that's another thing that you and the team got a lot of feedback on. We ran our first Tenrai Fracture event. I think fair to say, we'll be honest, I think mixed results there. I think we definitely have learned quite a bit. I think, I know you want to talk a little bit about that, but some changes are already being made to events that, for example, when that Fracture Tenrai comes back in early January, it's not going to be quite the same as it was the first week, right?
So first off, this is part of, one of the pieces I didn't add for feedback was the internal development team.
Oh, we have a lot of feedback.
Oh, yeah. So we know when our internal development team looks like Reddit, we've made some mistakes. So we learned several things here. So first off, when we talk about muscles, and I'm just going to put this on me. So I didn't do a good enough job of reviewing a bunch of the assets that went out with marketing. And for Tenrai, what that meant was the marketing team did all the right things. They put all the things together, and they showed basically a samurai. The problem is they showed a mixed samurai. And our goal is always that when you see something for earn in a season, and it's earnable in an event track for an event pass perspective, you can't earn that gear in the shop. You can't earn that gear in the battle pass. It's dedicated to your events. And so we want to make sure that when we're showing assets from a marketing perspective or communication perspective, players are very clear what's store versus what's free. So one of the things we did is we worked with our team and our business team to work together to say, hey, look, how can we do several things? One, we want the events to be a place where you can earn new content and not care about whether you're going to pay or not. And we want that content to be high quality. That's why we wanted the Fracture. It's completely new armor. That's all earned by the player playing during the event. It's completely new, achievable stuff throughout the entire season. None of that should be available in the store. We made that mistake. I'm sorry about that. So what we've done is we pulled back a bunch of new gear so that when Tenrai comes back in January, you're going to see a lot of changes to the event structure that we have. One, you're going to see less swaps and XP, and you're going to see more actual content. Content being, shoulders, coatings, gear pieces. Two, we're going to replace those pieces that were mistakenly put in the store as well as the event pass. We're going to replace those completely, so they'll only be earnable within the Tenrai event itself. And the other key piece from an event structure perspective that you're seeing here is it's not just about Tenrai for us. The Fracture event is unique because it goes across the entire season, but it's also just how we manage event structures in general. And the team's done a really good job of trying to, hey, how do we just make these more fulfilling so there's more free content, more earnable content for players just playing the game, so that their time, again, is being very respected, that they're committing to Halo. And they don't have to put dollars in the bank, basically, to be able to do that. So you'll see that coming up. I think it's the first week of January, right?
Yeah, Tenrai comes back Tuesday, January 4th, I believe. But prior to that, I think we have a teaser for Winter Contingency. Now this goes live next Tuesday in the game. I also want to just preface, we'll have more information on Waypoint next week, but this is really, I think it was described to me as kind of like an advent calendar. It's like one time a day, you're going to log in, just do your daily challenge, you're going to get a free reward. So it's light touch, but it has content behind it, but it will not have a unique mode of play.
No. Yeah, and this is something where we just wanted players to just, come in, play your Halo, and feel rewarded. Specifically, one, it's a great holiday giving season, but also there are so many of you who've been with us just from the beginning, from flighting to here, and this event is just an end-of-year celebration for everyone to just come play and have gifts rain from the sky.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the quick teaser, and we'll have more information on this event next week on Halo Waypoint. That's a teaser.
That's a teaser.
Yeah, consider yourself teased. But that goes live next Tuesday, so we'll have more information on Halo Waypoint. I believe that will run for 10 days with a different cosmetic unlock to obtain.
Yeah, and it's all daily challenges. So no one's having to grind your weekly challenges. It's just log in and play and do your dailies, and you're good to go.
I will tease that at the end of the month, and I'm not going to tell you when, we're launching an exclusive Funko on the Halo Gear Shop. So something celebrating the 20th anniversary, exclusive to the shop. So for those Funko collectors out there, pay attention. We have more to talk about later. So always great to have Funkos. These things make great. Yeah. Wasp, as we know, these things, especially the challenge, destroy 3 wasps. Here's an easy way to do it at home. You just build it, throw it, and that's 1.
It's mostly on those, get 15 kills with the Ravager, which is Sketch's favorite joyous challenge, which I must have received about a dozen tweets and texts from him about. So we'll remove some of those or reduce them down from 15 to 10 or 10 to 5 type of thing, right? And so a lot of those are like again, seeing where players are hitting and getting stopped, or they're forcing a swap, or those things.